Hello, this is Lawrence Romanowski from Porsche Center, Calgary. And in front of me here is a nice off-make vehicle, a 2019 BMW X5 4.0. Of course, people trade in their vehicles at Porsche. And we have a competing car called a Cayenne. And in this instance, this guy's actually a friend of mine, and he's looking to trade this car in on a new Cayenne hybrid. And because this car is very new, he just picked it up in August of 2019. I can't buy it in or sell it to the dealer and make a deal that works for us. So this is a little bit of an experiment. We're sending this out on our email list for Porsche Calgary Unlisted. And this is where we'll put our off-make cars and some of our specialty cars that wouldn't necessarily get a lot of exposure on our Porsche Canada website, and we'll send this out. So the hope with this car, we don't own it at present, but the hope with this car is that we'll do a description of it and send it out there, and then hopefully be able to put a deal together on the car. Now, I guess somebody would be asking, or I wouldn't be surprised if they'd say, well, this is a Porsche guy. What's he doing selling a BMW? And why would you want the BMW rather than the Porsche? Well, they're all good cars, and they all do, you know, the same things, more or less. The Porsche is optimized to be a little bit sportier and a little bit more agile. And the Porsche is made in Europe, and it's made in vastly smaller quantities. They might sell 2 million BMWs a year, and you know, maybe something around 300,000 Porsches. For an X5, well, they probably sell 200, that's a guess, 200,000 X5s versus, you know, maybe 70,000 Cayenne, something like that. So when you do that, there's certain efficiencies, and they're made in the States. And so at the end of the day, you get, I would say, it's fair to say to everybody, that a little bit more car for the money, because the Porsches, everything else being equal, are probably about, to be fair, you know, 15 to 20% more money. Okay, so with the Porsche you get more exclusivity and a little bit better handling, I think, but otherwise they're pretty similar cars. This one's a little bit bigger. They have a similar 3-liter 330 horsepower engine. The BMW differs in that it's a straight six, and the Porsche's a V6. They both have different advantages. The straight six for its smoothness, because when the crank spins on a straight six engine, it's in perfect balance. So all straight six engines are inherently smooth and well balanced. The downside on the six is it's long, and for packaging, it's not as ideal, especially when it comes to accidents and so forth. It's easier to take a square engine and push it under the passenger cell of the car than a long V6 engine. However, BMW's engineered their way around it. Both cars have the top safety ratings. Okay, so it's a good car. This particular car would have cost, I've got a bill of sale here, it's dated at the end of August 2019, and this car would have been $96,000. It has about 11,000 kilometers on it now, and we are asking about $20,000 less than that. Plus it has, these are the winter rims and tires. It'll come with obviously the summers with almost no mileage on them. So it's a good deal for somebody, for an almost new BMW. It was redesigned in 2019, so it's a current body style, and it's $20,000 off what you'd pay for list price. And it's still in as new condition. For the options, I have the Premium Enhanced Package, Active M Suspension, Parking Assist Plus with Surround View, Laser Light Headlights, M Sport Package, 21-inch M Light Alloy Wheels, Trailer Tow Hitch. The glass application is interesting. We'll show you. It has a special interior, and it has like crystal for the gear selector and some of the other trim, which is really quite unusual and attractive. The travel comfort system, the BMW individual piano black trim. The paint is a special paint. It's ruby black metallic. It shows in this light as a black car, but in the sunlight, you get a plum and a brown and a ruby from it. So it's a very, the paint has a lot of depth in it, and it's complemented very nicely with the saddle interior, with the extended merino leather, and a lot of intricate stitching. So, you know, if you wanted this in a Porsche, we have something like this too, but it'd probably be an extra $20,000 if you wanted that on a Porsche. So it's good value here. Again, if you're making a lot of something, then you can reduce the price a little bit. Okay, and so that puts the MSRP at $88,850. We had the full 3M, which the car has, you know, the dealer fees and freight and PDI and everything. There's a rebate here, and it brings it to $96,000. We can go through the options, or you can research the options, but suffice to say, it has everything that you'd expect on a near $100,000 SUV with standard pedestrian detection and accident avoidance. We can see a camera in the center of the windscreen, similar to our Cayennes. We have front parking sensors. We have the Doppler radar for the adaptive cruise control and proximity sensing. We have cameras in the mirror and, of course, behind the rear for a surround view camera. I think it's fair to say that just about everything you'd expect on a $100,000 BMW SUV, this car has. Okay, so with that, I think I've covered it. It's in as new condition, 11,000 kilometers, $20,000 off list price, 2 sets of rims and tires, and we're going to try to put a deal together here with this car. It's a fine vehicle. Thank you very much. Lawrence Romanowski from Porsche Centre, Calgary.